Evening, Hired Goons. Got Uber here again with another mission. Our crews have been prepping like mad to get everything in place for this. We got some sustained ops going on. We're going to be surging our planes, quick rearm, and we have got a flight for you guys tonight. I'll go over a quick little bit of the mission, and then we will start running it. I'm going to be editing some of this. Main reason is there is a lot of flight time. There is a lot of missions. There is some reloading. Hopefully there's no planes getting splashed in the water, but we'll deal with that when we get to it. As you'll notice, I am in the Hired Goons HQ. Behind me is Herbert in the control room. Hi, Herbert. Yeah, he's just doing his thing back there. I don't really try not to bother Herbert too much. Once everything starts going live, we'll get the active background going. That's all high-tech and space age that Raytheon sold to us for a bunch of money, and it looks really cool. I really don't know what it does, but it makes me feel good knowing it's back there. But all right, for the moment, we're taking off from North Lakhumpur Airport. We have got a flight that is going to be avoiding Myanmar, all of Bangladesh. We are going to have a set of Indian refuelers here, another set of Indian refuelers coming out of Kalai Kunda Air Force Station, and then we have our prosecution zone. Further south, at Port Blair Air Force Station, we're going to have our Saab coming up. Saab is going to stay right on the edge of radar range and just cycle back and forth right here. Big Pig, your tanker, is just going to be going back and forth right here, again, staying just out of radar range. This stuff's all pretty nasty. We know that there are enemy fighters at Sitwa and Hamelin and Shantae Air Force Base. We have to throw a shout out to our intel specialist Belugan, who pointed out the awesome utility that I have here. So these are all actually what these bases are really like in the real world. So that's really, really awesome, and it saved me a ton of work. Should we divert, we have Tambram Air Force Station here in an emergency, Kalai Kunda Air Force Station, and then we have our home base over here. Nyingchi is not right now. The airfield's all bombed out. People just crapped wherever they could, and it's a mess. Speaking of Nyingchi, if we go down, we have two lines with the Indian Tibetan volunteers. They're mostly infantry with some mortars. There's very little road support coming here. So what guys got through, climbed the mountain, got into the passes, worked their way in, and were met mostly by the Chinese, but there's a pretty strong contingent of the TLA taking advantage of the situation. As you requested back, we're getting intel from the ground. We've got see some mortars. We've got some T-55s coming up. We've got some 23 millimeter AAA, and we've also got some HN-5B manpads. Our initial strike will hopefully knock out the AAA, and then SK-60Bs can go in. We've got a lot more on the Chinese side. If this one doesn't get taken out, they will definitely roll over the 3 infantry companies we have in their forward operating base. If either of these lines fall, it'll be untenable for the other one, and then the foothold they have in Tibet will be done. So without our close air support, this Indian volunteer invasion is going to be stopped before it started. Again, we're the good guys here because the Dalai Lama is on the side of these Indian volunteers, so that must mean we're doing the right thing. On the ground with the Chinese, we've got some HJ-73 Red Arrow infantry fighting vehicles, some HN-5A manpads, more manpads. They managed to bring up some MLRS systems. We've got some Type 59 main battle tanks, some howitzers, and then their forward operating base as well. As requested, we are going to have, as part of Maximum Profit, we're going to open up with the Gripens, and then 30 minutes later, we're going to start going in with the SK-60Bs and getting as many flights as we can before our crews go, just fall asleep where they are. So let's get started. I'm going to be bouncing up at high time compression, and you should see some action starting here pretty quick. All right, we are at 1 minute time compression. The going to take it down to real time here. All of our, let's see, Sea Patrol mission has been activated. The Anti-Air Warfare Patrol in the Sea of Bengal, those are the guys holding their GBU-12s, are going to be on anti-air patrol until we call on them to hit some ships. And then the Saab Patrol has been active. So we're going to zoom way out. Oh, you can also see Flight Challenger number 1 and Challenger number 5 are our IL-78 Mark I Midases. This is what the Indian Air Force uses for tankers. A little special surprise for the guys in the sky tonight. We have I Spy, Roamer, Sky Eye, and Loudmouth, all in our Saab. Where I could, I've double-seated goons. Don't worry, you don't have to sit on each other's laps unless you really want to. But all of our teams in the SK-60Bs are flying double-seated. All right, we'll take it back up. All right, first flight is out. Flight 868 composes of Ventura and Whiskey Delta 69. Let's see, who else we have? We have Big Pig, KC-135R tanker. And right behind that, we have Stool Pigeon. You are carrying one of our RB-15Fs. And Unicorn, you are carrying the other RB-15F. So as you can see, this flight route is going to take us all the way around Bangladesh. You'll notice we've got one of our IL-78s coming up. We'll probably end up refueling there, refueling right on the edge of the Bay of Bengal, and then probably again when we get in. All right, we got our first skunk. Skunk is what they call a sea contact in the game. So we can see that it's moving at 22 knots. We don't know much about it. Unknown class. You'll be seeing a lot of these pop-ups as we go. I'm going to try to keep the side clear here. You guys get a lot more to look at that way. All right, they are coming around, just flying through the edge of Bhutan space. We've got a bogey. Where is the bogey? Bogey is traversing the Myanmar airspace, coming from Thailand. Maybe Mawalamin Air Force Base? I don't know. They don't appear to be heading towards anything around us except for the fuelers. We'll keep an eye on that. Let's see. We've got more. We've got something going north at 20 knots. Got something going at 0 knots. We've got another bogey just outside of Kalikunda. We're getting data from that from Challenger, the Indians. Another contact from the skunk. 18 knots, 27 degrees. Looks like heading towards Chittagong. That's the big port in Bangladesh. All right, let's see what else. We got a bogey going over the Bay of Bengal. We lost a bogey going over Bangladesh. We've got another skunk here. Another skunk. Getting some positional data on them now. Let's see. It's a merchant ship. All right. At the moment, they are 10 knots. They are heading to Sitwa. This is one of our potentials, I think. We will keep an eye on it. Anything moving away, I'm kind of disregarding. We got another skunk. What do we got? Ship there. Another skunk. The Bay of Bengal is really, really busy. You should see this thing on the satellite. There are just boats everywhere. All right, we got a pair of vessels. One going one way, the other going the other. Oh, got a bogey, a boat to cross over Myanmar airspace, another one coming out. Another skunk. What do we got? I don't think I'm getting a whole lot of data out of most of these. Our flights are going to try to get a better look at a lot of these at altitude. And a lot of the time we can at least tell if they're a merchant. We'll go from there. Clean up this mess again. Units going down. Oh! There is a 747 that has been knocked down over Myanmar. I guess they don't want anybody trespassing over their airports. All right, well, hopefully we don't have to worry about that. Got another Boeing 747 heading over Bangladesh. Hopefully they don't run afoul of them folks. All right, our first units are about to make their way into the Bay of Bengal. It looks like Ventura and Whiskey Delta 69 are both going for a top-up. You guys are running low on gas. Units are going in. All right, we're getting some more contacts. This place is just jam-packed. Oh! We have got a designation on our skunk. Ladies and gentlemen, let's see what we have. We are looking at a Type 53H Jinghu number 1, 509 Changde. What is this thing? Do we have a picture? No. Type 53 frigate. Looks like an older one. Based on the Soviet Riga. What do we got for armaments? A lot of sensors. They got some surface-to-air radar. Looks like we got 100mm guns. What do we got? Some 637mm twin-burst cannons. Looks like the rest is going to be some chaff and also anti-ship weapons. It doesn't look like they have any man pads unless we can't see them. Other than that, this is a big ship. Well, big enough. So, let's look here. We also have another merchant traveling directly next to it. Same heading, same speed. I'm going to go out on a limb here and say that's a hostile. We've only got one other vessel, another merchant vessel that is making its way up here. Also to Sitwa. Keep an eye on that. I think this is all going to happen really, really quick. Got some more skunks popping up. Another skunk. All right, we've got units that have been fueling. Unicorn, engaged offensive. Now, if you guys notice our red ring coming off Unicorn here, this thing has an amazing range. I mean, it's just beautiful how far these weapons can shoot. We're not even anywhere near. We're hardly in radar range, and he's even knowing we're coming. We're getting some information. We got a 3,000 or 30,000 ton container vessel that must be coming out of Chittagong. I don't think we have any other. We have a fishing boat, 23 meters long. Tiny guy. Oh, turned around. What fuel? Yeah, he is Unicorn. You were going a Big Pig. Getting the top off. Looks like Flight 868. You guys are still on patrol. You got a full tank. We must really get a lot of drag off of those anti-ship missiles because we really don't get much flight time. Let's see. We got a skunk in the north. I have a feeling our ground missions are going to be taken off here shortly. Flight 868 is heading over towards... I'm going to divert them once they get past the... Oh! We got missiles in the air. We have got an RB-15. We have a pair of them. One going for each. All right. Who is feeling lucky? All right. Here we go. I'm going to take down the time compression a little bit. At 5-second burst. All right. We have just got Hot Pants and DSM just launched from Lakhimpur Airport. We'll be heading north. Our RB-15s are going in. We'll go live any second now. Live right at the end. All right, we're going to zoom right in. If you notice, it turns on the radar right at the last second to be able to zoom all the way in. All right, here we go. Get it right nice slow motion. Oh, they're firing at it. They're firing. They miss. They miss. They miss. They know it's coming. Ha! And the frigate is gone. It says we have a blipping of EPIRBs. Announces an attack. Expect trouble. All right, boys and girls. I guess I really don't know. So here we go. Oh, Saab, we're going to link into you for the interface. So there we go. We're going to turn on the high-tech interface. It's time to play ball here. All right. Where are we at? We have our last RB-15F going in. Zooming in on the merchant. If I happen to be wrong, and I very well could, this will be an embarrassment, and it'll probably be unfortunate. But you know what? We'll deal with that when we have to. All right, here we go. I don't know if this merchant is going to be able to shoot back. They might not even know this is coming. I don't know if they have the kind of radar that would even warn them that something like this is coming in. All right, we are down at 3,000 meters. We're at about 1,500 meters in closing. Got about 1,000 meters. Coming in, coming in, coming in, coming in, coming in, and boom, we've got a hit. It did not sink. We have 100% penetration. Do we have a good eye on it? Yes, we do. All right. We've already got another missile away from Stool Pigeon. You have one more missile remaining. All right. If I see anything coming from the coastline here, I am going to get the unfriendly friendlies on it. Is this missile really gonna turn? Is that? Am I seeing that right? Did the flight path for this missile gonna do a 60-degree turn? That's so badass. All right, well, while we're in 1 second time compression, let's look around. We got a skunk coming up from the south. Could potentially swing into Sitwa. Skunk there is 0 degrees, no speed. 0 degrees, no speed. We've got a civilian at 5 knots moving away. We got some containers moving out. We have one skunk leaving the area of Sitwa. All right, let's check north while we got a second. First flight we have going in composes of... We've got DSM and hot pants. You guys are sitting on a quantity of 8 GBU 12Ds. And you're heading for the TLA position. Hopefully you're going to go after that AAA and those SAMs. I think that the pilots will do that if they can get a view, but if they can't, I think they'll go after whatever they can. All right, let's take it up a bit. A little more compression here. Almost. Oh, that's what we're expecting. We got bogeys. What do we got? We got a skunk. Boy, I'm going to be bouncing around here a little bit. We're going to try to watch both. All right, we definitely have a bogey. 475 knots, 2,200 feet, 5,200 feet, and rising. Okay, let's see. All right, we have lost the contact of that other merchant ship. And we have got several bogeys. Okay, we've got a J7G fish bed. All right, guys, if they break the coast, we're going to go hot on them. We got more bogeys. Okay. Broke the coast. We're going hot. If anybody else makes the way around, we're lighting them up. All right, we've got even more. Let's see what we got. By the way, this is I Spy, Roamer, Sky Eye, and Loudmouth that is picking all this up. Chinese KLIJ. What are we picking up? We might be getting radar contacts there. I don't know what that is. Okay, we have got Flight 868. Ventura, Whiskey Delta 69. You guys have got just about a full tank of gas, and you are going in. You are vectored hot on both of these. You guys are sitting on a quantity of 4 Iris T's on top of your paveways. While I'm thinking of it, Stool Pigeon, you have one more RB-15F remaining. You're on your way to get fuel. Unicorn, you've got 2 meteors and 2 Iris Ts. We are going to need those birds. So I am assigning you to go help out on anti-air duty. Plus, you've got a beautiful full tank of gas. So go over there and help our boys out. All right, up north, what are we looking at? Oh, perfect timing. We have got missiles in the air. Not missiles, bombs. We have got paveways going down. And they're going after the tanks. That's okay. Let's see what kind of damage we do to the tanks here, guys. All right. They're going in, going in. Paveways going down, 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 down. Impact, impact, impact. We got a little penetration. Yes, we... Hey, it looks like we knocked out a platoon of tanks. I'll take that. The other platoon, I don't know how recent our info is. Okay. All right, for now, these guys, per your instruction, are going to hang over this area. If they start getting into trouble, I have got, I've got an anti-air mission already lined up. We're going to put them on the after bomb cap. Otherwise, they will continue to just kind of fly over this area, and that's going to get them into trouble as they fly directly over man pads or whatever. We should have another flight going up any minute now. I don't think we had any malfunctions that time. That's good. Somebody, I think, in the thread said to expect about 15%. So let's go back down to see where our fighters are. We got the red ring. Red ring is going to be where we can fire. As you can see, we got about double the distance of the fish beds. Our meteors, though, would have about 3 times that distance. So let's see how it looks. All right, we're going in. I am going to go into unit view, see who fires first. Looks like we have Ventura in the lead. Whiskey Delta 69 right behind. All right, we got first missile off. Chinese see it away right away. We got a J-7G fish bed. Got a pair of them. 2 missiles out. Both Iris Ts. Whoa, we have got JF-17s coming in. All right, this changes things, gentlemen. This is not some 1960s era fighter with a TI-86 calculator strapped to the side. We got something modern. All right, we have got bogeys coming in. Hopefully we can have Unicorn going to get there in time with the meteors. I think we're going to need it. I'm going to take and have him jump up to speed. 490 knots. Let's see how our fish bed missile. All right, Iris is coming in on the fish bed. 1. And it's a miss. Both are a miss. It looks like they were spoofed. All right, we've got 2 missiles going out. Ventura, you are completely out. So in a second, because you guys are out, Whiskey Delta, you are also out. I'm going to be moving you back. Last thing I need is for you guys to get into trouble. You have your Mausers, but this is not the time or the place. Okay, going in. We have another miss with the Iris. Oh dear. Fishbed knows it. He's turning nose to nose. And Whiskey Delta 69 is down. We have lost one of the... All right, we have dropped that one. Ventura, it is time for you to boogie. 400 knots and rising. We are going to stick you in afterburner. Come on now. You need to get out of there. Unicorn is going in. Unicorn is the only one in the area. We've got some meteors and some irises. Ventura needs to get to refuel. We have 2 GBU-12D pathways, and Unicorn has – Iris Ts. What does that leave us with? Stool pigeon, you still have meteors as well, and you also have the RB-15F. We've only got one merchant vessel heading towards Chittagong. I'm going to set that hostile. That's going to be our other ship. Stool pigeon is going in for refuel. As soon as you're topped off, I'm vectoring you over to take out that merchant. And hopefully by then you can swing up from the south and catch some of these bogeys. We have got at least 2 JF-17 coming in on us. Potentially 2 more fighters on top of that. All right, we're going to take a swing up north and see if we got birds in the air. We do. We still have hot pants and DSM, both on the after bomb cap mission. Up at 35,000 feet. We're going to get back down south. All right, guys. Already this has proven to be a pretty tough run of it, but those are the blows. Let's see. We got a bogey coming in. Is definitely hostile at 920 knots. All right. Ventura, you need to kick it up a notch. And I don't even know if he can. Running so low on fuel. Oh dear. Okay. Unicorn. Time to take it up a bit. 580 knots. 580. We are going to have you take it up to afterburner. 650 knots. I want to see those meteors in the air. Come on. We just got to get this red ring up to this guy. Can we get there before Ventura gets hit? All right, Ventura is gaining altitude. 480 knots up to 33,000 feet. Unicorn up to 650 knots. Can we take it up even more? 800? No. All right, Unicorn, it is time for you. You were right on sea level for whatever reason. Let's take it up. We got 650 knots. 670. All right, Stool Pigeon, you're going in to refuel. We're going to take it up a second. Come on, come on, come on. All right, meteor is away. 2 meteors. We've got 1 meteor for each of the hostile. One is they're both fish beds. Oh dear. Not only do we have fish beds coming, but we've got the JF-17s as well. Ventura, you are dry. We have got Unicorn, has 2 irises left. Stool Pigeon is going to be going in for a fill-up in a moment. Oh, dear. All right. Let's see how this is going to go down. Ventura, you are about to be in missile range. In fact, I don't know why they haven't fired yet. We should be getting a missile alert any second now. 920 knots on that fish bed. Do they know they got meteors coming? Look at that meteor. 2,650 knots and moving. All right, there's our missile. All right, Ventura. You are dropping altitude fast, accelerating 700 knots, 750, 780, 790, down to 22,000 feet, 20,000 feet, 19, 18. You have got 1 missile coming. You should have some countermeasures as well. On the plus side, if you can steer this right, this thing won't even know the meteors are coming. Can you get away from that missile? You are spinning fast. Missile is losing altitude. Oh, and a missile is gone. All right, we have got 1 meteor heading towards one fish bed, 1 towards the other. I can't really tell. Are they both going for the same one? All right, we got 1 went live. fish bed is dropping altitude, trying to gain some speed. The other one went live. Looks like we launched both meteors at the same fish bed. And they are both going in on the same one. Well, chances are we'll get a kill here. And we do. Can the meteor reacquire? No. 20 feet over sea level. It is spinning circles. Okay, we get Unicorn. You are going in. You've got 2 irises left. Stool Pigeon, you are filling up. Slowly. Hopefully you can do a little more dancing here, Ventura. Otherwise things are going to get ugly. Stool Pigeon, you are going to have to be able to make your way over. Depending where these JF-17s are is going to kind of change things a little bit for us. Unicorn is dropping down to 200 feet above sea level. Intercepting the MiG. The MiG is up at 33,000 feet, dropping fast. I don't understand why everybody's bouncing around like this. Unicorn, I'm going to give you an attack order to get on that fish bed. Boy, I really would like to say, Ventura, you already did some good flying there. What else do we have? Big Pig, Stool Pigeon, you are almost topped up. The last thing I want to do is have you fly with that Big Pig of that RB-15F on your belly. Fish bed is coming in. Again, this is going to be close. Unicorn, you have got about 3/4 of a tank. Let you get these irises down. Come on, 650 knots. This guy is 890 knots, trying to match altitude with Ventura. What are you going to do, Ventura? You've got this guy right on you. Come on. Any second, if we're going to get missiles, we're going to get them. They're both going to fire right about the same time. Unicorn in about 3, 2, 1. Where's our missiles? Why aren't you firing? Oh, come on. What are you doing? Oh, man. We are going to give him an order to get up. Oh, there's that missile on Ventura. I still don't know why Unicorn hasn't fired. He's well within weapon range. Still has the Iris T's. Gaining altitude. All right, Ventura, you dodge one missile. Can you dodge another? I don't quite know why Unicorn's not firing. All right, Ventura, time for some good flying. Oh, looks like you spoofed the missile. Absolutely, I think you did, Ventura. You did. All right, these guys, I believe, only have 2 missiles at this kind of range. Unicorn, I don't know why you... We got to get you some range. We got to get you up there. All right, we're going to see if I can break this. I don't want to have you stumble into a trap. All right, Stool Pigeon. Time for you to go in on the attack. Right now, you are engaged defensive heading in. Okay, Unicorn. We're active. You are right on this guy. What are you doing? Engaged defensive. Still got your 2 Iris T's. Yeah, you are just right on top of this guy. He's at 33,000. You are at 1,600. Okay, alright, hopefully we can figure out what's going on there. This is definitely some weird behavior. It's just wanting to kind of... We want high altitude, 36,000 feet. Alright, I'm going to check that mission here. Yeah, our Bengal Sea mission, everything looks good. Station altitude, 36,000 feet, just in case it wasn't set before. Okay, Unicorn, you finally turned around. We definitely still have the JF-17s coming in. Hopefully by that point, Stool Pigeon, you can get your shots in. Come at from the bottom, but I would expect they're going to have something a little bit nicer. Yeah, we definitely still have fighters. Stool Pigeon, if you can get the shots out, we are going to be good. Alright, we have Scoper and Sonic Assassin. You guys just departed. Alright, Unicorn now at 36,000 feet. Unicorn is heading to refuel point. These JF-17s really got some range to them. Alright, hopefully Stool Pigeon is just going to squeak by the radar. Alright, we have got our last RB-15F. And I am moving... Stool Pigeon, you are now on our anti-air war patrol. Alright, let's see if that bomb can get there. Let's see if it can sink that ship. Alright, they're going after Stool Pigeon. One of them is. Hey! We have lost contact. That is both the merchant ships down. Stool Pigeon, you are off to refuel. Ventura, engaged in offensive. You are now returning to base. You got nothing more you can do. You got no more weapons. Unicorn, you've got 2 irises. We're going to have to trust you to take one of these guys down. Stool Pigeon. Oh man, he's going in for the refueling. Oh, and we got 1 JF-17 down. Unicorn, good shooting. Can you do another? We have got... Alright, we just found a mobile. Let's give it a second here. You guys just took out a mechanized infantry platoon. Alright, if we take this one out with this missile, you might as well consider this sortie done. That will be one hell of a performance. I thought these guys were going to be done. Alright, this missile is going in. JF-17 is up to 700 knots. Unicorn looks like 920 knots and moving ahead to engage. We've got some Type 69 main battle tanks we found. Oh man, let's see if this Iris can make up hitting this 4th generation fighter where it missed that 1960s era junk. Alright, we are picking up more stuff. We've got more, another armored platoon. Alright, is it a day to be lucky? Oh, it missed. Alright, let's see what this guy does. They are now nose to nose. He is gaining altitude. Unicorn is holding. He's going to be using guns now. Alright, I got an idea. These guys got to be stretching their legs. I Spy, return to base. Stool Pigeon, you are getting fuel. Unicorn, looks like you are smart enough. You are getting over him and then behind. JF-17 is... Alright, we got a good old-fashioned dogfight. Let's see what they're going to spiral into here. Hopefully you can keep him from getting another missile off while Stool Pigeon is refueling. Or this guy's got to be out of fuel soon. I mean, this is a stretch for us to run, and they came out of Shante Air Force Station. Oh, man. All right, I Spy is heading out. I'm going to keep Big Pig on for a second. As soon as Stool Pigeon is done fueling, then we are out. Alrighty, we've got Ventura heading north. I'm going to unassign him from missions. We're going to have to pick a new loadout for him once we get back in land. All right. That JF-17, he is down at 1,600 feet. Unicorn is holding up at 36,000 feet. Hopefully he's got the brains to leave that thing be when it turns to run. It looks like he's still doing some laps. While they're doing that, we're going to leave you on your own for a sec, Unicorn, and we are going to take a look up north. Hot Pants. All right, you guys know that you're trying to go help out. All right, I have got to make a bit of a mission change there. Because right now, you guys are going to run all the way down, and you are not going to follow the order of trying to keep cover up here while the mission's going on. At the same time, we have Scoper. Who else do we have? We have Scoper and Sonic Assassin, also on cap, down to Irises. And then we have DSM and Hot Pants. Looks like you were going to go top off from the Indians before heading back over here. So hopefully nothing comes out of Lhasa. Back down south. Unicorn, you are still dodging with the best of them. You are engaging with that JF-17. Stool Pigeon, taking your sweet time. I Spy on your way back. Big Pig, looking good. Flying, you are about 3/4 filled with fuel. Not on fire yet. No bacon. I don't think we have any more hostiles there. It is only 8 o'clock in the morning local time, so we have got one more full sortie will be departing. That's our first one. Then we'll have a second one before the surge operation is going to be done, and our ground crews are just going to be whooped. All right, we're going to go back into group mode. We have 7 aircraft in the ground. Firebase, you're seeing 235 is chilling out. Everybody else is waiting and ready with 135mm rockets. In the SK-60Bs, we got Bandit and Survivor, Mud Mover and Murphy, Pork Chop and Peanut, Power Thighs and Back, Rock, Paper, Fungus, and Tourist Socks. Well, all sounds like 1970s soft rock bands. All right, we're going to take the compression up a little bit. And Unicorn is still holding. I have a feeling that JF-17's out of gas. Absolutely he is. He is making his way out. Ventura, what are you doing? Okay, we're going to help you out. Give you some orders on how to get back. All right, Unicorn is still on the hunt. I don't see any more bogeys in the air. All we've got is a few skunks. That's the only one that's potentially worrisome, but at 5 knots, it's not going anywhere fast. I Spy and the rest of the crew is making their way south. Stool Pigeon, you are still heading in for fuel. You've still got 2 meteors and 2 irises left. We got a civilian ship there. Civilian, 35,000 ton hauler, fishing boat. All right, Unicorn, hopefully you don't follow this guy too close. We know we have Sam's there because we saw him take down a 747. Applaud the aggressiveness. All right, we're going to take up the time compression again. Oh. And wow. Getting the Mausers in on the action. Did you just... You did? Unicorn just scored a kill with the 27mm Mauser. That's impressive. All right. At that, as soon as Stool Pigeon, as soon as you're filled up from Big Pig, everybody's going home. We got no reason to stay down here in case the Myanmar sends any more at us. So, Stool Pigeon, return to base. Big Pig, return to base. Unicorn, return to base. Perfect timing. All right, we've got all the birds in Bay of Bengal moving out. I Spy, we are going to unassign you. Send you back to base. Everybody else we will reassign once they arrive. All right, we still have DSM and Hot Pants refueling. We're going to take a look. We have got flights going off. We have Bandit and Survivor, Mud Mover and Murphy. Looks like you guys are making a line for the TLA positions. We still got our Grippins up north providing cover. 30 minutes after this, we'll have some more units going in. Let's zoom in and see a little bit of the action, see what we got going on here. We've got a few infantry companies, some mortars on the friendlies. The T-55s are looking pretty rough. We got some AAA, still have the man pads. Heavy damage on a truck depot. Heavy damage on the forward base structure. All right, let's see how it looks. Going in, slow down time. All right, it looks like Bandit and Survivor is going for the AAA. This one's going to be a little hairy. You guys are going to be shedding some altitude fast. It's about 10,000 feet where they're at. You're at about 13,000. All right, you're going into a dive. Oh, we got rockets off. Mud Mover and Murphy, you are making a turn. Pack 135mm rockets. Let's see how it looks. Going, going, going. And they all missed. Every single one. Bandit and Survivor. Let's see if you guys do any better. Looks like the closest one was 29 feet. Ah, you did hit. You knocked out a AAA battery, 23mm Type 80. Bunch of about 4 of them. All right, Mud Mover and Murphy. You guys need to get some glasses. All right, Bandit and Survivor are heading back to base. They are weapons dry. Looks like we still got our Grippins up north covering the cap. We've got DSM and Hot Pants coming in from the west. We have got 4 more birds getting ready to head up north. Time to check, make sure nobody here is getting into trouble. Everything is looking good. We still have the Indians in the air refueling. I Spy, you are going to be sipping a drink in Port Blair here shortly. Looks like Unicorn is going for a top-up before heading north. Got Bandit, Survivor, Mud Mover, and Murphy going in. You guys have got about a 6-hour turnaround time. It's about the best we can do with a surge op like this. Going in. Oh, DSM, you found us another mobile. Huh. Oh, that's Lhasa. Yeah, don't get too close to that. They got some nasty stuff there. Guess I should put a no-fly zone over that area. That's something we'll have to remember in the future. All right, Sonic Assassin and Scoper. You guys are headed back to base. All right. We still have DSM and Hot Pants. You guys have been on station. We could really use those laser-guided bombs. So we're going to assign you to Let's see, you were on the TLA units, and we're going to send you back to base. Should I take that back? Just going to change your flight path a little bit. That way when you guys get out of fuel, hopefully somebody else will be coming up. And per my instructions, we are going to be putting Ventura. You're going to be getting into a different setup, along with Unicorn and Stool Pigeon. All right, we have pork chop and peanut, rock, paper, fungus, power thighs and back, and tourist socks. Headed up north. So we are going to keep an eye, and then I'm gonna, when this mission is done, we'll have a few more birds here. At that point, I will drop down, change some mission loadouts, assign the guys around, and then we'll have 7 Griffins heading up for ground support here. Our guys are going after the harder targets, which is probably smart. All right, we've got tourist and power thighs back. Tourist guys are just hugging these mountains, just right off the top of them. Hopefully you can do a little bit better with your shooting than the earlier mission. Going in, it looks like tourist socks. You guys are going after some man pads. And power thighs and back, you're going after a mechanized infantry platoon. And we have rockets off. You guys are turning. We have rockets off from power thighs and back. What do we got? Oh, no, you are also going for the man pads. All right, we have got a platoon of man pads gone. Good shooting tourist socks. Power thighs and back. Nope. Now you get your reward. Time to start flying. Run, 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 run. Uh-oh, uh-oh. Oh, and the SAM is lost. Yeah, you guys didn't hit anything. I don't think I see... Oh, no, you did hit the man pads with 1 rocket. But you shot all the rest of them. You didn't hit nothing. Yeah, 24 rockets, and every single one of them missed. All right. We've got pork chop and peanut, rock, paper, fungus, both off at the same time. Looks like everybody recognizes this SAM platoon as a problem. We've got a whole bunch of rockets going off. Everybody missed. Every single one. We had 1 rocket malfunction. You guys aren't even close. 300 feet. 300 feet. Wow. That is terrible. Okay, well, hopefully once we get the Griffins in the air, they can do a little bit better. Oh, that's great. All right, we still got DSM and Hot Pants holding the ground over on above the TL area. Everybody else is coming in. Big Pig, you are coming in for a landing. Ventura as well. Then we have got Unicorn and Stool Pigeon right behind. Once everybody's in the ground, we'll get them all reassigned. Wow, that was some terrible shooting. Those SK-60Bs kind of suck, don't they? Well, I guess we'll just have to buy some better stuff, won't we, guys? New mobile, what do we got? Infantry platoon. That's not too bad. Surprised they picked it up. I guess it's those pods they're sitting on. All right, we got our flights coming in. Unicorn. All right, time to start checking on some of these. We got SK-60Bs, Bandit Survivor, Mud Mover, and Murphy. You guys got 5 hours. We have got 5 hours and 11 minutes until our 2 Griffins are ready, Scoper and Sonic Assassin. Looks like we've got Ventura. We are also going to take you with the Strike North Griffins mission. Got 5 hours and 40-some minutes. And we are going to put you GBU 12 heavy. Make it 6 hours. We'll catch it now, so it won't be all that bad. All right, our Gripens are coming down from the north as well. Who do we got? We got Unicorn coming in next. Gonna be a busy airfield here. We're gonna have a whole lot of nothing going on, but hopefully we have no hostiles as well. We have Unicorn on the ground. Let's change things up a little bit. We are going to assign you also to strike north. We're going to drop that fish. No, can't do it yet. All right, now we can. We are also going to do the GBU 12s. Going to go heavy on that as well. So that's going to give a nice stagger there. Everybody else is going to go to the south. Which leaves us with Stool Pigeon coming in. Make sure we don't have any stragglers back here. No, we're looking good. All right. Now it's going to go into a slow time, so I am probably going to end up editing this out. So once all the units come again, I'm going to bring everybody in once more. We'll watch that last set of sorties, and when everybody's clean, we're going to call that a wrap. Stool Pigeon is safe and on the ground. All right, that is 7 Gripens. You are going to be getting more heavy bombs as well. You got to complete your landing. Get rid of that. I'll tell you, that is definitely a bummer. Strike TLA Gripens. That we lost a Gripen, that's really a bummer. You know, those irises, you got to get so close, and you don't have much time to scoot and boogie. Seems our Indian friends are keeping the birds up for us. That's nice, I guess. Take up the time compression even more. All right, here we go. We are pulling into the home stretch. We have got Bandit and Mud Mover. The first guys to take off. Any minute now. We're going to have you guys launch and see what's left. All right, Bandit and Survivor and Mud Mover and Murphy are headed towards the TLA positions. What do we got left? We have 1 SAM platoon right next to a truck depot. Don't know what you guys are going for yet. We have got Sonic Assassin and Scoper already. What are you guys? You are taking off and you are going to be heading north. So we're going to get a dual strike going on here. What are they going for? Looks like Bandit and Survivor is heading for the forward operating to base, and Mud Mover and Murphy, you are going after those T-55s again. And we got the rockets out. Let's see. You are clear. Going in, going in, going in, and they all missed. Closest is 20 feet. That's a bummer. Okay, Bandit and Survivor, you were going after forward operating base. What have you got? Are you on a better shot? Look at that. They are closing, and what do we got? Whole bunch of hits. A lot of penetration. Not enough to knock out the base. That'll be the last 2 flights for that pair. That really should make a pretty nice dent for these guys. And remember, we've still got another flight of Gripens that are going to be coming out. Speaking of that, they're goes Scoper and Sonic Assassin. You guys are headed up towards the Chinese positions. Nice strong line coming right on in Yangtze, and Yangtze is like right there. So we're going to zoom in here nice and close. You guys got 8 GBU-12s here. So between you, that's a hell of a bomb packet. Let's see, we got some man pads, artillery, armored platoon, more artillery, and the forward operating base. And we should have weapon release, and there we go. We got paveways going off towards the SAM platoon, the artillery. Oh boy, that is one hell of a spread. I don't know if they're all going. That's kind of a wacky way they all got released there. That is a lot of bombs going down. That SAM platoon is going to be hurting. Oh, it looks like they're almost dead anyways. Okay, let's see how these paveways do. Going in, going in, going in. Oh, well, they found something new. Man pads is gone. We had 2 malfunctions, some good penetration. The artillery is still, it has heavy damage. What do we got? They also detected some more main battle tanks. Looks like the Chinese are reinforcing this column. This is definitely a main axis of attack. You can see why when you look at the whole layout. They had one major route coming in from Sichuan province, and then that's where the rebel general is taking over. And this just looks like a nasty spot to be fighting, even worse than this. So in order to reinforce Lhasa, they've got to go north and then cut east. So, I mean, they've just really got a mess. So if they can open up this line, they can get into Ningxi and shoot back up, and then they've got 2 conduits to bring stuff in. If the Indian volunteers can hold this, it really starts to make Lhasa look like a nasty position. And you can see why the TLA, they swing in from the south, they drive these guys out. Now they can come in from the north and try to encircle it. Chinese just don't have the air power to fight everywhere they need to fight at once. All right, we are going to take it up. We are still finding even more. What else are you guys finding? Looks like Scoper has some... We got more artillery, some Type 69 main battle tanks. Oh, they moved up some 35 millimeter AAA. So hopefully somebody drops some bombs on that in a minute. We should have some more units coming out here any minute. Take a look at our time frame here. Got Grippins coming. We got 1 Grippin in 15 minutes. We've got 25 minutes, and the rest of our Saabs will be heading north. So less than an hour of game time, everybody's going to be clearing out. Still haven't seen anything coming out of anywhere near Lhasa. Got Scoper and Sonic Assassin on the air patrol. You guys, between the pair of you, have 4 Iris Ts. That Chinese column is definitely looking nasty. All right, it says Ventura is ready. All right, Ventura, it is time for you to take off. We'll do one at a time. With that air cover, I don't think we can be too worried about that. Ventura is working his way north. We've got another ready notice. Who else is ready? Oh, maybe they just landed. DSM and Hot Pants are about to be ready. Oh, that was Power Thighs and Back and Tourist Socks. Just took off. We are going to get DSM and Hot Pants We've got Unicorn, you're going up. Bandit, Survivor, Mud Mover, and Murphy are back on the ground. We've got Ventura headed north. And then we've got Power Thighs and Back and Tourist Socks also headed north. Right behind them, we've got another flight. Oh boy, the air is getting heavy. Pork Chop and Peanut, Rock, Paper, Fungus, Unicorn, DSM, and Hot Pants. We have got a lot of paveways going in right now. We'll slow things down. See what Ventura is going after. It looks like Ventura is going to go after that mechanized infantry platoon. We've got bombs away. Let's see if anybody can hit anything today. Should be a nice clear shot for that laser designator to get in, which I think is that little dotted line we see right there, showing that they do have a link. Going, 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 going. Ho! And they are gone. Looks like we had good penetration all the way across. We have got more units coming. Who do we got next? Next, we are going to have Power Thighs and Back and Tourist Socks. Right behind them, we're going to have Unicorn, Pork Chop and Peanut, Rock, Paper, Fungus. DSM and Hot Pants are headed out towards the TLA line. We still have a forward operating base, a truck depot, some T-55s. Let's see what everybody goes for. Got a lot of birds still in the air here. This will be the end of our sustained ops too, or the surge ops rather. Looks like boys in the south are going to hit first. DSM is going after the T-55s. We have weapons away. Hot Pants appears to be going after the forward operating base. DSM is doing a funny little dance. We've got all 4 GBU-12s heading in. Got the laser designator on. Everybody else still has a second before they get to the Chinese lines. And that is the end of the T-55 platoon. They are gone. We have weapons away. Hot Pants. Laser designator is on. This will be the forward operating base. Let's see, all 4 going in. Losing altitude fast. And the forward operating base is gone. I'm going to leave these birds in the air. They're our air cover for the moment. We've got Unicorn and 2 flights of SK-60Bs right behind them. Stool Pigeon is ready. What do you got, Stool Pigeon? We are going to divert you north. That is our last grip end to head up. So we'll see what the bombing run needs at that point. Okay. Unicorn, what are you going for? Artillery? We got Type 69 main battle tanks, the AAA. Could be any of them. Oh, you're going after the MLRSs. That's not what I expected. Gonna make some friends in the infantry, been doing that. And that is the end of the Type 81 MLRS. Unicorn, I'm sending you back to base. Alright, just because I want to give them something to hit here, I am going to try to divert Power Thighs and Back and Tourist Socks to go after that structure. And you know what? We are going to have Pork Chop, Peanut, and Rock, Paper, Fungus go after some main battle tanks. We'll take up time compression, see what they can do. We have got missiles away. All right, let's see who can't hit anything today. They went after the Type 69s anyways. That's okay. Wow. Every single one missed. One malfunctioned. Okay, let's see what the next unit can do. Hopefully their shooting's a little better. Pork chop and peanut and rock, paper, fungus. Maybe for the 35mm AAA. Hopefully you don't have to get too close. That's going to be nasty. Oh, I hope you're... Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Oh, what are you doing? We're shooting at the Type 59s, and they're getting close to that AAA. Uh-oh. Who's going to start shooting first? And we've got... Every single one missed again. Every single one. Wow. Wow. That's just crazy. All right, Stool Pigeon is our last bird in the air with 4 GBU-12s. Everybody else is either heading back to base or on cap. Oh dear. All right, Stool Pigeon. It is up to you. Can you redeem us and actually hit something and kill it? All right, let's see. Going in, going in. What are you going to go after? Let's see where the laser goes. Like playing with my cat. Okay, here it is. Oh, going after the AAA. Oh, 2 launched. What are you doing? You are an animal. We have got 2 more GBU-12s going after Type 69s that already took some damage from earlier. Is it enough? 1 malfunctioned. The other one impact, 16% penetration. Heavy damage on them Type 69s. Well, you definitely made some friends in the infantry, but we've still got an armored platoon of Type 59s, some Type 69s, 122mm self-propelled guns, Type 69 main battle tanks that's heavily damaged, and more Type 69s. They've still got a lot of armor on the line, so hopefully that's enough for our volunteers to hold it. If anything, they should be able to divert some folks up from the south. We put a heavy hurting on the TLA lines, but we just weren't equipped to really take out that armor and hit it accurately. Hopefully we can get something in place to take the place of those SK-60Bs and use them on light, fluffy targets like, I don't know, buildings and marshmallow factories. All right, all of our birds are going in. Then we'll take a quick look at expenditures, and then everything will go back to you. I've not heard from our man in Washington since he made his way to Nova Scotia, so we'll see what happens there. All right, everybody's coming in. Landing. Stool Pigeon, you are going to be the last flight in the air. Coming down, 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 and clear. All right, let's see what we lost. All right, the big loss for us, gentlemen. We lost a Gripen. It was some valiant air-to-air combat. We lost one. Let's see, we expended 44 GBU-12s. We launched some flares, 144 135mm rockets, 2 Meteors, 4 RBF-15s, and 6 Iris-Ts. India didn't lose anything. China lost some AAA, 2 container vessels, 8 man pads. They lost the frigate, 2 Type 69 main battle tank, 6 Type 81 MLRSs, a bunch of infantry fighting vehicles, and a truck. They shot a bunch of Orlikon bursts at us. They shot some SAMs. Tibetan Freedom Army lost some SAMs, a bunch of T-55s, some structures. Indian Army lost nothing. Myanmar, we shot down 2 J-7E fish beds, 1 J-7G fish bed, and 2 JF-17 Thunderblock. Number 1. Worth mentioning, one of these was in a dogfight. Don't see that every day. And a 747 got shot down over Burma. So there it is, Hired Goons. A successful mission. We probably broke even or somewhere around there, but we'll see how it tallies up. All right, gentlemen and ladies, back to you.